Hello. So, yeah, as it was voted on yesterday, we'll do a bit of a music stream. I have no plan whatsoever, so this can go whatever way we want it to today. But yeah, so I've got a FL Studio open, as you can see. Be alright. Yeah. So yeah, not really sure what to do. I was thinking maybe try and do some sort of possible game music or something. Yeah, I don't know. We've got all sorts of different things. I've been downloading a few sound fonts last night and that to play about with. Let's just put in a piano. So I don't know, what sort of music should we make today? Do whatever you think will work. Start with a riff, go from there. Okay. Ooh, dark. Do a heavy metal screamo K-pop song. I'll have to get the guitar out then. I have no idea where I'd even start with that. Something maybe like down here, like something like that. Ooh. Start with. Is that a wah wah, or is it a wah? Yes, what Lisa said. Play baby metal. Okay, so I don't know. Let's it's a guitar wah wah, wah wah, a wee wah. Just over here giggling. Yeah, I can hear you even with my headphones on. She wants a wah wah. Okay, what should we do? So maybe we'll start with some root notes. So D, on a D maybe.
Nice.
Nice. That was a wee-oo. Wee-oo. Not a wee-wah. Yeah, I've got to work on my my wee-wah. E, F, A. Fuck's sake. I can just hear you just giggling away. I don't know if you can hear that on the stream as well, but she's cracking up like something rotten in the background. Do Jaws. Yeah, something like a. Something like that. We could do maybe something shark related. Let's start with like. Bit more. Perfect. Right, that's the single. Okay, cool. Song number 2. What's track 2, mate? I think it's there actually, isn't it? I'm trying to do you a little shark song now. Maybe it needs to be a bit more dun dun, like. Baby shark, wee wah. There you go. Bit fast though, innit? Maybe you slow it down a little bit. Be back soon. Techno Shirk. I am the Techno Shirk. Is that where we're going with this today? We'll keep that pattern. We'll keep that pattern. So maybe we could have chuck some strings in. Maybe let's see if we've got a sound font for this. I think I've got one. Derby strings. What are these like? I've just realised you can't see what I'm doing at the moment, but basically, when I click on this bit here, it gives me a menu of all the sound fonts that I've downloaded. And obviously, because it's a Windows pop-up menu, it's not showing on stream. Okay, expressive strings. This should do it. Let's try this one. Okay, we could probably work with that. Okay. Sounds like the shark is about to get hit by a train. Yeah, I like it. Okay, yeah, maybe. Maybe there. So at the moment, I'm just trying to come up with a bit of a string section. Is that Smoke on the Water then? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, maybe resolve it back to the same chords. We'll stick with that for a minute. Yeah, this is what we've got so far. Bit of a nice shark vibe to it. So we're just trying to stick some strings to it now. So if we have that going on. And then chuck that in there. Let's listen. That could work. That could work. Yeah, I'm just going to try and get those get the mixer sorted so that they sound a bit more balanced now. Okay. We might be able to work with this. So what sort of sound do we want to go with that? We want some sort of lead that goes over. Saxophone solo. You want a saxophone, do you, mate? Okay, let's see what we can do. How's you? I am good, my friend. Like I say, I'm literally doing this off the seat of my pants because I wasn't expecting to actually do a music stream today, but don't listen to me. Mate, I'm doing this song for you now. You've given us the shark input. Let's find you a saxophone, shall we? Evil Synclavier. What is that? Ooh. Very like Michael Jackson, that, isn't it? Whatever the next note is. Gotta have some trumpets somewhere. I'm sure I've used them. In fact, I know I've used them because I've actually been messing about playing, making a remake of We Are Number One. Jazz flute. Harmonica, some guitars. I'm gonna find this damn saxophone. Hang on. Do we want soprano, alto, tenor, or baritone sax? That is the question. For soprano sax. Very nice. Also, we've got alto, which doesn't appear to be working. Some of these didn't convert properly. Might have to go with the soprano sax. Tenor. I'm thinking the soprano's probably going to be better. Let's just see what that last one was, the baritone. Yeah, that's got a weird bounce to it. Okay, let's try the soprano one. Okay, so. Okay. Bring you in here. Probably have to turn you up. Okay. So chuck that in there, and we will have a go at doing the saxophone now. So maybe like a do-do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Wait, that sounds like a fucking TV theme song. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I can't remember what it was, but it sounds very much like a TV song. Maybe something like that. Coming together nicely. It's alright, isn't it? Okay, I kind of like this. We'd have to think of a title for this song as well at some point. So what else could we possibly need? We'll need some drums at some point. And I'm thinking I've got some, are they called taiko drums or something? Like the ones that you hear in movies a lot, especially like Vikings and things like that. It's like something like that. Let's try that actually. Let's try and... So if I try and make a bit of a beat for this, like a just like something like that droning in the background. Oh. That might work. So if we chuck that into here and put this on a new track, let's just solo channel for a second. Okay, are you ready? Ready to hear this? What we've got so far? So I'm gonna mute the drums for a second. Right. Now drums. Sounds awesome. So what I will need to do in a second is just play about the EQ a bit, just so I can let each of the instruments through, because at the moment, obviously, there's no EQ on them, so they're all sort of battling for the same sort of frequencies. So for example, if I chuck an EQ on this sax, so if I chuck a EQ on this, this will show us where all the frequencies are, and what we can do is change that to a low pass, and I can just stop it from wandering off into frequencies that I don't want it to. I can close this down so it doesn't really retract from the sound, but it just allows those in frequencies similar, because I can just check for any frequencies that are not too nice in this sound as well. So if I change these down, for example, and boost this right up, I can sweep it. I can hear, so it's like a bit of a ringing around there. It's going to be easier if you've got headphones on, so you can literally use this to pull out any horrible noises in the sound, literally just at that frequency. If I pull that down now, it does need that frequency, but we can also use it to target stuff in the higher frequencies as well. If you've not got headphones on, you might not really understand what I'm doing here. Boost it a little bit as well. Okay. Yeah, basically, as I'm sweeping the frequencies, you'll hear there's certain noises that obviously with it boosted right up, it's sort of, you can go, You can just basically use that to pull out that frequency, so it's not using part of the frequency that you yeah, it just allows you to pull out some frequencies that aren't too nice sounding in the instrument, and it'll also free up those frequencies for other instruments that do need that frequency range as well. Like I say, I'm no audio engineering master or anything, and I know nothing about music theory either, so this might take me a while to put some tunes together and stuff, but I'm just using my knowledge of being able to play guitar to be able to sort of work out keys and notes and things like that. And the mastering side of things, like with the EQs and that, I've literally sat through probably hundreds of hours of videos of people giving advice and tips and stuff on how to master and mix and stuff. So, you know, I picked up a few little things which just help. What I'll probably end up doing is when I complete this song, I'll do it off stream and just do like a full master of it. It's just sort of trial and error for me at this point. So we've got the strings. We'll probably EQ these a little bit as well. And then if we use a second EQ to boost that, you know, we've got the other EQ that's taking out all the frequencies that we need, and we can literally just use this as a normal 7-band EQ. So we can literally just boost a lot if we want. We can let some of that come back out. So I want it kind of a warmish sound with a little bit of a boost at the higher end. So if I take that EQ off, and just boost it a little bit. Okay. So I think we need to work on the keys now because they are not coming through very well. I mean, I probably want something backing up those keys anyway, because that'll be... So that'll probably be alright on its own, and then have something to back that up when it's going into this full thing. And then I'll work on, like, say, like an intro and a refrain or something like that. Maybe a refrain, maybe just like, I don't know, something like chilled. But yeah, so let's just EQ these keys. That's the frequency cleaned up. But let's try that now. So if we've got the whole track. Yeah, I mean, that piano's kind of getting lost in that bit, but we could match that up with something else. So maybe we could have... So we've got some strings, but maybe... That's not the strings. Maybe we could chuck some strings following the piano. Maybe. Let's try and work out what we can do to accompany those keys. But yeah, we could maybe have like 2 lots of this. We want something to go with this. Maybe we could chuck some guitar. Let's try. See if Contact have a guitar thing. Can't remember. Don't think this is a guitar. Far from it. It's got like bass and stuff. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of these instruments. Okay, let's forget Contact. You know, this song is powered by Sforzando. In fact, I could even get the keys onto that, but I've now EQ'd them, so fuck it, we'll keep the FL keys. I want a clean guitar, nylon guitar. Let's try the nylon guitar for now. Toss a coin to your witcher. Yeah, that has been stuck in my head for days. Let's just get the guitar to play along with the keys for now, because I'm not sure where I want to go with this. So. Oh Christ! I mean, we could just get it to play the same as what the piano is doing. Let's see how that sounds with everything. Kind of getting lost in it, but if I change what key it's in, not key there. I'm not sure what to do with this. Maybe we keep the keys for like an intro. I'm not sure. I don't like that. Let's maybe try and come up with an intro for this. So let's. So we could probably start with like the da 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 da, something like that. So if we clone that, get Monkey Island vibes. So we want something like, okay, so da da da. We want da 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 da. So sort of like a. Something like that maybe, but we'll need probably a bit more of a build up. But we could say maybe have a couple of bars of that and just take these across. What about dragging the note out? I think it needs something else with it. How would we do the intro for this? Let's try a bit of a string intro with it. Maybe try taking all the top notes out. Or maybe and then do the. Sorry about that. Is that the chord that I'm playing? I can't remember what the fucking chord is. Just copy it. It's easier. Paste it in here. Yeah, I was miles off. Maybe something like that. If we move all of this. No, not quite. I want it to be sort of like a 2 bars of just the string. Probably needs a bit more of a build up, doesn't it? It needs a bit more of a do-do. Okay, let's forget that a minute. Move this all the way over here. Modify the piano intro so that everything happens twice. These again. Do this. Copy this. That should round that off nicely, hopefully. So it's a bit more of a gradual build up. And then with the string intro, we need to move this along a bit. So that needs to move along to E. See how that sounds. I think it's slightly better maybe, but definitely still needs some things with it. So I take them out and move this back over here. It's like a 20-second intro, which isn't usually a lot. Maybe we could use the taiko drums to add some atmosphere into the intro. What's this? Yeah, I'm not sure whether we'll keep the guitar, but I'll just rename it so I don't keep getting confused as to what that actually is. So we want the piano roll for the taiko drums, and we want the playlist back up. So maybe like a That's not a did-a-din, that's a dub-dub-dum. I want a did-a-dim, not a dub-dub-dum. Why don't you understand me? There we go. Did-a-din. Okay, I probably need that there. Did-a-din. Yeah. Maybe I don't want it repeating that quickly. Yeah, so let's try taking out the second repetition. Dun-dun-dun. See what I'm trying to do? And then, you know, we can sort of like build it up. Something like that. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ooh. Quite possibly. I think we can extend this intro out a bit more as well. Just move you all the way over here for now. Right, the song's going to start. I mean, that's only 40 seconds in there. And this is 16 seconds. Pretty short intro. How are we getting on? Okay. Check out this for an intro. And then, like, maybe have that loop in a little bit, so it did, break with a bit of dun, like with the drums going fucking nuts and shit, and then it builds up into this. I think we're doing all right. If you have any ideas, by the way, just shout them at me. I'm all open for ideas for this, because like I say, I'm doing this off the seat of my pants. So Ben's already had a contribution with the saxophone solo idea. So hang on, let's yeah, so maybe we can have the strings going through the chord progression with that just sort of repeating something like that. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, so alright, this. I do say so myself. And see how that merges together into the main song now. Loving how it sounds. Thank you. Okay, the main drums sound shit now. At the moment, that could probably be good for like a middle bit, you know, that's sort of a bit more mellow. So we want it to be like a something like that. Let's see how that works with the song now. Okay, so what am I doing? Like that. So fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is considering I actually had no fucking idea what I was going to be doing. We're doing all right so far for this first hour and a half. So I was thinking during that intro. Is it the intro that I was thinking of? Oh no, yeah, I was thinking just as we get into this bit. So I need something like a crash or something. Oh, a proper crash. Try that one. Very fucking loud. Why is that so loud? Just knock that down a bit. It's a bit better. Do we want that, or do we want something more like cowbell? I'm trying to think. I don't know the term for it. It's not a crash, but more like a maybe more like a gong or something. I don't think I've got any of those though. I might actually change it out for that one. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I want to be able to copy this. You know, I'm just going to do it the easy way. I'm literally just going to clone it and chuck that one in here. Because what I'm then going to do is reverse it. Okay. I really wish I could remember what that guy said. There's a way that you could... Ah, there we go. It's Alt and scroll. That's better. So I want this to sort of merge like that, maybe. And then slice that one. Get that one. And hopefully. Kind of. Still doesn't quite sound right. Yeah, that's not bad. All I needed was someone to give me an initial idea. Yeah, when someone does give me a bit of a brainwave, or you know, even if they just like hum a tune or something, I could probably make something out of it. Thing is, this stream, I was just like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I just left it up to you guys to decide my fate. So now I think our intro is not too bad. We could probably add a couple of things in there, but I don't think it needs too much. So we won't focus on that just yet. We'll say the intro is done for now. I'm thinking we have a couple of rounds of that, and then I want something to pick up here as well. Okay, I think I know what I want to do with this. Yeah, let's just try that with that. I want it to sort of like change up a little bit, so when we get to here. And maybe if we make it a yeah, so maybe like a okay, so yeah, I want that, but I want to make the drums a little bit more active. They're pretty active now, but I want them just a little bit extra. So maybe yeah, possibly. Let's try that. It's not too bad. And then if we do I'll do this lot. Let's just move that loop point over here this time. Let me just listen to it from the start again. Bow. Why did that sound weird? Something's processing really weird there, I think. What's happening with this crash? Yeah, it's like that line. Yeah, I think it's because I was messing about with it over here. I think what I should probably do is put it in fresh. That one? That's better. So maybe have some more orchestral stuff like and then replying to that. Something like that. So these strings, bear with me. So it's like that, so okay. Ah, that's what I was trying to find. Okay, so I think what it is right down here is the type of thing to use. Aha, there it is. Alright, sorry, so what I was trying to do is find the actual controls for how to switch between the two different modes, or there's actually 5 different modes, but I want to create one with a control that switches them. So in this one, we need to be activating that one. So on A1, and then we want B1. Because if I leave it on the other one, when I do this next bit, it's just going to have the strings sounding like this now. I need it there to reset it to that. So I now need to insert one. Strings reply, maybe? Something like that. B1? Yeah, okay. So we want this playing in here. Oops. Sort of something like that. Although I may actually do this on its own channel because really quiet. Because what I was thinking is if I get the mixer, whereas that needs to probably be there. You know, a lot louder. So do I just create a new track or do I just automate it? I'll show you what I mean. So let's just copy that value, and if we go into here and create, let's insert a track underneath the strings, and now in here we can create an automation clip for this. There we go. And we want it to start in here. There's somewhere where I can set the minimum value. Crap, how do you do that? Ah, minimum. Yeah. And then we want the maximum to be maybe around there. Copy that value, paste that value. So now what should happen is if we have the song starting on that should be at the volume that we want it, and we can have in here, we can just literally add a new one in, add a new one in there. Why isn't that? There we go. I want to change this so it's like instant. How do we do that? That's it. There. That's what I was trying to do. But now, what's happened to my fucking mixer? Oh, yeah. So as you can see on the mixer there, it was changing it up. This all started with Hey Do Jaws. It did. Hell, I'll run with it. That's better. That's more what I was after. I'm stuck in here for days, I know. See how this sounds. Right, I like that, but I want to repeat that bit because I fucking like it. Yeah, I think that bit deserves to be longer. Okay. I don't think that bit fits in now, so I'm literally just going to swap it out a second because that last doon on the piano seems to kill the string bit. Okay, so we need to think of somewhere to go from there. I mean, what have we done so far? We've got, what, 1 minute 20 of song so far in 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm pleased so far. What the hell did I just do then? That's what I meant to do. So we've got an intro, we've got a main, we've got like a little bit of a sort of breakdown of the main, back to the main, and maybe we extend out what this main tune does now. Yeah, okay, so let's get the sax to continue with Sax Main 2. So that might be an end to that bit. Yeah, so we can probably clone that again. A bit of a variation on that. Something like that. Let's have a proper listen to that bit. That's not too bad, that. Quite pleased. Let's do something that I've not actually done yet, and that is save the damn thing. And we'll call it shark. Something to do with sharks. Well, considering someone said blur before, I'm going to call this, instead of park life, I'm going to call it shark life. So I think this string reply sounds a little bit off here, I'm not sure. This bit. There's just something about that second little section. Maybe if I extend this, will that help? I think that helped. Something wasn't quite right there in my ears anyway. Okay, yeah, we're happy with that. Shark life. So where do we want to go from here? Now we've got 1.5 minutes of song, which is probably enough for game music, to be fair, because we could literally just loop it like that. That's something I want to try. I want to try what I've done here with this piano. In here. Because I've got the piano intro is fine, this bit. But as soon as this starts, the piano disappears. So what I'm thinking is, if we use the same method that we've done here, so sort of like doubling it up. Basically do what I've done there, copy that, shift it up an octave, and whack it back, and that should make it a little bit harder, so it's got the octave to assist it. So maybe if we try that now. I'm not sure if that's a bit too intrusive now, actually. I've decided to revert back to that one here because there's a lot more going on with the sax, whereas in this part that's transitioning from the intro where it's like quite a big build up, so I needed a bit of a harder piano on it. So it's like, instead of, so if we listen to it now, listening back to that after turning it up in my headphones a bit more, yeah, I don't think I like this bit when it kicks in. Because now I think the piano's going too hard over it. I might just revert that back actually. It's still droning away quietly in the background now, which I think works a little bit better because when the sax sort of has its break here, you can hear the hint of the dun 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 dun. And I was just thinking, this, to be fair, could actually be end of song, in theory. Because if it's game music, I mean, it doesn't have to be game music, but if it was, it can literally happily loop forever doing that now. So, maybe what we could do is have like a bit of a mini outro, because that, in theory, could loop forever, and then you could have it so if it were to be used in a game, that would obviously be the intro. Then you've got this, which is still kind of like the intro, and then it goes into your, and then it goes into your whole saxophone solo, if you will. So after the we could just literally have it so it rings out on the C. So I want this chord, and we'll insert one here, stick that there. Yeah, it wouldn't be in that mode. That would be. It would just like fade out, and we could have the piano maybe ring out as well. Trying to and then I have the piano, just have that end on the, that's not the strings, you twat. Just let that ring out. In fact, why not just fade out that so it just ends with the strings doing the one last round of it. extend that last note to a second bar. And then we want to automate the master volume to fade out. I want to create an automation clip for you. And then we want the minimum, no, we want the maximum to be that value. And we want the minimum to be 0. Yeah, so we need now to put the master volume at the top for the whole time, all the way to the end, until this last part here, and that. Something like that, maybe. It's a nice little trick in FL Studio if you're ever using it. You insert a loop point, then put it after the song, it'll actually force the song to stop. Like that. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty proud of that. I think we could probably add a couple of extra things in there, but I think for now I might actually leave it at that and call it a day for the stream, actually, to wrap it up, so I can sit down and have a think about what I want to do with this. But yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed this and you would like me to do a bit more of this sort of stuff, I would appreciate the feedback. I've quite enjoyed it. It's been proper chilled out, and we've got a little song, and as you can see possibly in the top left, it's now called Shark Life. So what I will do is I will end it here. I will save it as well. Yeah, so let's have one last listen through. Once that's played, I'll say one last goodbye before we go. So here it is. And there you go. A+, fucking love it. And I love you guys too. Yeah, if anyone new is watching, consider subscribing. But yeah, see you later.